we have a lot of hope in samsara. I think that's the problem. And this is why we think of the four thoughts, is that we want to break away from this kind of enchantment. We want to be disenchanted. We want to be disappointed. We want to have heartbreak, because it means that we're seeing things in a realistic way, which is very important. So, you know, we have a lot of hope in samsara. And when I say samsara, the term samsara just means going around in circles, doing the same thing again and again in different ways, but somehow not finding a sense of freedom. So, you know, samsara is a Sanskrit word, and the idea of samsara is that the word refers to this continuous cycle of hopes and fears we have around our lives, and that we encounter moment to moment, and we are always kind of trying to make ourselves feel safe. You know, I think we have, just in a habitual way, the impulse to want to feel safe rather than feel free. And I feel, you know, this path is about becoming free. It's not necessarily about being safe. And I want to say something about that, because of course safety is important. Safety is very important, and we want to respect each other, and we want to keep ourselves well. And like I was saying in my podcast too recently, that we have a tendency, you know, to just a natural biological built-in, I guess, important feature of being human and animal is that we do try to protect ourselves from harm. So a turtle will kind of contract into its shell or what have you, but we don't want to live in contraction. I think that's what I'm talking about. So, you know, how do we kind of find freedom from samsara and not live in that kind of, as Trungpa Rinpoche called it, a cocoon. You know, it's a beautiful, in a way, we think of a cocoon as a necessary a piece of a butterfly, you know, kind of a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. But it could also be, if we don't let go of that kind of shell, it's a very suffocating, unalive way of being. So we don't want to live there. You know, as Trungpa Rinpoche has said, and this is just a paraphrase, he said, it's very reasonable to feel concern and to want to feel protected or safe. But, you know, if fear can also be crippling, he says, fear can also be crippling. And when we are fearful, we end up saying no to everything, just no, no, no. And that's a very painful place to live. And so, you know, just based on that, you know, you think, well, the whole purpose of this path, the path of the bodhisattva, and Rinpoche's told me this many times, and this is kind of something I constantly bring up in my own path, in my own life, is that the bodhisattva path is not about being peaceful. It's about being awake.